Hi, my name is Deena Lee. I'm a captain here at El Segundo Fire Department, and I'm here to talk to you today about an evolving position in the fire service, which is called the Rapid Extraction Module, or the REM. So what the REM is just like we have a rapid intervention team in structural firefighting, which is a team designated to solely for the rescue of firefighters. We are part of the Rapid Extraction Module, which is basically the rapid intervention team of the wildland. We all know that wildland fires are increasing every year. We have an engine out on one right now. It's a dangerous place for many firefighters. The REM was developed in 2012 because in 2008, on July 25th, in the Dutch Creek incident in Shasta Trinity National Forest in Northern California, a firefighter, Andy Palmer from the National Park Service, tragically succumbed to his injuries from a tree felling accident while waiting for emergency extraction from the fire line. Now, what we learned from that accident was that we need to have something in place if helicopters can't get in or we're not close to any road, that we can get firefighters that are there to rescue firefighters in and get the injured firefighter out as quickly as possible, ideally in the golden hour. It was developed in 2012, like I said, by a medical unit leader, but it has been evolving over the last several years. In 2015, FireScope came out with a more official description of qualifications and equipment, and I will go over that in just a few minutes. And it looks like this. The FireScope Rapid Extraction Module Support, ICS 223-12. You can find that on the internet, or I can provide that to you after my speech here. So real quickly, there is a checklist that is in the FireScope document, and the equipment, let me see here. The training and experience requirements, firstly, would be minimum low angle rope rescue operations, or LARO, Firefighter 1 Wildland Fire Line qualified, and the arduous physical fitness level, which includes, the way we determine that is the PAC test, which is the 45-pound vest that we walk around with for 3 miles each year. But let me tell you, that's just a starting point, because the REM team is required to hike in with all of our equipment up to 10 miles in very difficult terrain. So that's just a minimum requirement. Next, I will go over the minimum equipment list, which the main pieces are the 2-piece Stokes basket along with the litter wheel, the backboard and foam padding, the lumbar support, fiber tape, trauma shears, a sleeping bag for the patient, along with a fire shelter for the patient, although most likely the patient will have their own fire shelter because everyone working on the fire line has a shelter, but we're going to bring that just in case. We're going to have a GPS, which we may need to call in our Latin long to air support, or just to help let incident commander know our exact location of the extraction. The main thing, which our fire department is working on right now, is a 4-wheel drive pickup truck. So at the current time, we are renting from Enterprise when we get dispatched to an incident, and it has been, it's worked fine. Of course, it would be great if we had more customized to all of our equipment, which we'll be working on this year. I won't go over the whole rope rescue cache, but the main thing is that we need 250-foot rope bags of a smaller diameter rope, carabiners, hardware, software, enough to effect a rescue. Now, I'll just say briefly that in the 2018 update, we're going to be going to lighter weight equipment and smaller diameter rope. So this is a evolving position, which we've learned from our deployments since 2012, mainly since 2015. Also, additional equipment we could use: glow sticks, signal mirror for the helicopters again, tire plugs, whistle, headlamps. So that's basically, the equipment list is detailed in the fire scope, so I won't go through all of that. The most important thing is that REMS does not intend to replace ground or air support. Ideal conditions may not exist due to a number of circumstances, such as heavy smoke, inversion, no roads, or equipment malfunctions. Now, even as the REM, our first go-to would be if we have a hoist helicopter, or we're going to try an air ambulance our patient out of there. Of course, if it's just maybe like a heat exhaustion or poison oak or something that we can handle, we'll have to determine that at the time, but the main thing is to get them off the fire line safely. REMS just provides incident managers another option to reach incapacitated firefighters. It's just another tool in the toolbox. This manual recommends minimum staffing levels of REMS, but it's not intended to exclude the potential need to augment staffing levels based on the complexity of the rescue. So that would be, and briefly what the updates are going to be for 2018 are going to be make it a 4-person team instead of 2, because what we've learned over the last couple of years is that we need more people to effectively and efficiently make the rescue, and that there definitely needs to be a designated leader. And we're going to change our order number from an overhead position to an equipment position, which will allow us to switch out personnel more easily, because I was out on the last deployment for 14 days. I appreciate your time today, and if you have any questions, I'll be available after this. Thanks. Bye.